Good morning. This is great as we finish a week and open up into our Memorial Day weekend. Kind of an official summer starting, graduations on this week, kindergarten and sixth and eighth grade on Wednesday, and then Saturday our 12th grade. I think we had 16 of our young people graduate from Bible college, or 15 graduate from Bible college this last week. 5 different Bible colleges. I always tried to get to our kids' graduation, but when you have 5 colleges in 3 different states, it's just not going to work. And then the doctor said I'm not supposed to fly yet. But I'm thankful for our kids. Thankful for the way God has blessed our church, and continued to bless our church in an amazing way. He has just overwhelmingly blessed us in our youth and in the whole world of young people wanting to serve God, young people planning on going to the ministry, other young people getting out of high school and college. The thing I hear more and more, they want to live here. They want to stay in our church. There's young people, Pastor, can't we just skip college and get a good job and work here? And I think, well, you could try, but it's awful expensive, and you're going to have to get a pretty good job, or smuggle something in order to find a way to pay for a house in this Southern California area. But this is a good week and a good weekend. Tomorrow, of course, we'll have soul winning, and on occasion we just take a bus out and pile everybody that wants to go onto a bus and go to an area and just knock on doors for an hour, hour and a half, and that's tomorrow, and we'll be doing that. And I want to encourage you, if you'd like to jump in with us at right around 10 o'clock. We meet at 9:45, organize, get on the bus, and head out. And I'm still not good at walking very far or getting those big steps on the bus, so I don't go on the bus yet. But maybe by the next time we do it, I will. But I want to encourage you, just if you're able to join us for going out soul winning, join us. And there's people. I guarantee you, there's people in our area that are wondering how to get saved. We just have to knock on their door, or find them at the bus stop, or out in this park, or whatever. There are people who want Christ, and they're looking for an answer. So soul winning, Jesus said, go into all the world and preach the gospel. He didn't say go to the friendly part of the world, or go to the poor part of the world, or go to the rich part of the world. He said go to the world. Mark said every creature, preach the gospel to every creature. And so we've got to get out there. It's our job to get the gospel out to the world around us. And I want you to join us, and just make don't hide anything of what we believe. If you're newer at Faith Baptist Church, we would love you to learn how to share your faith, how to witness to people, how to tell people how to go to heaven. Could be a grandchild visiting your house, and maybe they'll never get to church, but they could get to grandma, grandpa, and you could read a Bible story before bed, tell them how to get saved. But I want people to know how to share their faith. We have ministries, jail and rest home ministries, where we bring church to people. This summer we'll have 3 different days, Saturdays, where we're going to have church in a park. And we invite you to join us. We'll go to a park, have some singing, maybe have some fun, some prizes, pass out some hot dogs, food, whatever. But we'll pass out flyers and just tell them, church in the park this Saturday at whatever time. And you could be a part of one of those big days, 3 days, 3 different Saturdays. And we'll have 20 or 30 people, up to 50 to 100 people show up at a park just to see what's going on. And man, it's so great to be able to get the gospel to people. And I want us to get the gospel out every way possible. When I was a boy, we would fish, and sometimes we'd take this heavier line and a big weight on it, and then up the line every 3 or 4 feet, we just put a leader out, maybe 2 feet long, with a hook and some bait, and go up another 3 or 4 feet and do another hook, and you throw that thing out. We leave it out overnight. Catfish are more common to catch in a situation like that than other fish. But in any case, some people call that trot line. Dr. Howes used to say trot line fishing. You want as many hooks in the water as you can, and as many ways we can get the gospel out. We want to get it out. Leave tracts with people and invite people to church. Get them on the Sunday school bus, whatever it might be. Couples classes, young couples classes. We have an international class here. It's been going on for a few months. And what is it? Well, it's called the international class, and anybody can come that wants to. Several people from my class joined that class, and they're from California. And, well, that's part of the international world, I guess. But they've got people from, I think they had people from 5 or 6 different countries recently that have immigrated to America, and they are coming to that international class. Most of our Spanish-speaking people go to the Spanish church, but and then we've got a Filipino Sunday school. But besides those two, we have a lot of people that have joined from Latin America, from Africa, and that's a great thing. Another chance to get the gospel to some people, and of course they've always got good food. And anyway, Saturday soul winning, and Brother Archie Davis will be coming in on Saturday afternoon, and he's such a blessing. He and his wife Priscilla, and then so Sunday mornings are special unified Sunday school. All the men are meeting on the football field. It'll all be set up for Memorial Day. There'll be shade, there'll be tables and chairs set up. And so all the adult men will be in the football field for Sunday school. You can drop your family off, go down, drive down to the ball field, drive back for church. All the adult ladies will be in the church auditorium for Sunday school there. So we'll have a split Sunday school, men, women, split Sunday school. Then at 10:30, we'll all get back together for church, and Archie Davis will be preaching. That'll be a great morning. Then in the evening, 6:30, have our church service, 6:30 for the evening preaching. Brother Davis will be preaching. Monday morning, Memorial Day, 10 o'clock, we'll be out on our football field. And just invite some people to come along. Tell them, hey, we don't have a church service. It's just a day to honor our military. And we'll talk about just some simple things. We just try to make it just an hour. Let's just stop and thank God for our country, for our military. And so that'll be 10 o'clock on Monday. Now, you want to come a little before 10 because at 10 o'clock sharp, we're starting. So get there 10 minutes or 15 minutes early, get a parking place, walk down to the football field. You can, if you have a problem walking, you can park right next to the seating area, but everybody can't park down there. But just tell one of the parking lot attendants that you need to park close, and there'll be handicap parking down there as well. It'll be a good Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then after the Memorial Day service, we just have a picnic. We just hang out, bring your own food. It'll just be a good time together. Softball, bring your softball gear. Soccer, they'll play volleyball, pitch horseshoes. It'll just be a hangout. If it's warm enough, which I'm thinking it's going to be, the kids will probably be having water fights going on. And I want to encourage you, join us for this. If you're not going to be out of town, join us for this Memorial Day weekend. Be a great time together. Now, I want to mention just a couple things real quick. In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 12, remember Jeremiah is preaching to a nation about to crumble. He has been preaching the judgment and wrath of God. And these people are condemned. And it's bad news. And Jeremiah keeps telling them, this is it. This is your chance. You turn right now. Maybe you can make it. Maybe you can survive. Maybe you'll find mercy. But it's rough. And Babylon and these other nations, Assyria, came sometime before and took away the northern kingdom, Israel, and then Babylon's been here multiple times. Babylon had come and besiege the city and take supplies and take some people and come back and do it again and come back and do it again. 3 or 4 times Babylon came into Jerusalem, horrible times. And Jeremiah says this, in Jeremiah 12, verse 1, righteous art thou, O Lord, when I plead with thee. He starts out, and I know you're good. I know you're right. I know you're faithful. That's a good way to start your prayer, isn't it? Whatever you're going to ask him, start out with telling him how good he is, because he's good. He's good whether he answers our prayers or not. He's good whether he sees things our way or whether he sees the timetable. He's good. Let's start out with that. He's righteous. And so that's where Jeremiah starts. Then he says, yet let me talk with thee of thy judgments. Could I just talk to you about how you've been handling some things lately? Because I'm not real thrilled. We forget how human people are. These Bible characters, they're flesh just like you and I. And he says, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you, God, about thy judgments. Question. Now he's going to ask a question. Wherefore doth the way of the wicked prosper? Wherefore are all they happy that deal very treacherously? He said, God, these people are being blessed and you're looking after them and you're helping them. And God, this here doesn't look right to me. And he's pouting a little and complaining a little, whatever term you want to use, because he sees Babylon prospering and he sees Israel being carried off. Well, the reason Israel's being carried off into captivity is because of their sin. And they have chosen to ignore God and ignore the things of God and the people of God. And that's what they get. God told them that's what they get. He says in verse 4, how long shall the land mourn? In verse 5, if thou hadst run with the footmen, and they have wearied thee, how canst thou contend with horses? And if in the land of peace wherein thou trustest, they wearied thee, how then wilt thou do in the swelling of Jordan? When the flood times are coming up, and Jeremiah here is just talking about the people of Israel and the big mess it's in. Verse 4, the land is mourning, and the herb, this was the verse I was looking for. How long shall the land mourn, and the herbs of every field wither? For the wicked of them that dwell therein, the beasts are consumed, the birds, because they said, he shall not see our last end. Now, we know God's good. He starts out that way. But sometimes when you see evil people prospering, whether it be political or spiritual or whatever, criminal, and you see good people trying to do right, struggling, it does bother us. We've got people in the hospital, and we've got people in hospice, and we've got some great people who life's been hard, but you know what? There's an end. There's an end. Now, I don't know why God chooses all he does in these details on earth, but I know this. There's a happily ever after for the child of God. And when you've done right, when you've gotten saved, you're going to heaven. When you didn't get saved, you're going to hell. And so the people often who are the biggest thieves and corrupt people, they're not saved. And they may look like they're prospering, but they're not going to prosper very long. I love in the Psalms when he said, same kind of thing. He griped a little. He said, then I considered their end. When I thought on it, I thought on these things, and I considered their end. And we've just got to step up and say, you know what? These things are difficult, but it's going to have a happily ever after. I may be in a difficult spot right now, but there is a day when the shouting will be never end. And the joy will never end. And like a river overflowing, our hearts will pour out praise and worship and thanksgiving because of how good he is to give us heaven. Now, you just think for a minute. God is good to send his son to die for our sins. He's good to promise us a place in heaven. He's good to promise us that we would have a new body, a new life. That old sinful body is going to be gone. We're going to have a new body that doesn't want to sin. Our sin nature is going to be gone. We won't even have any tendency to sin. We won't want to sin. We won't consider sin, and all these things. And then he promised to use us for his glory. While we're on earth, there's a battle, and there's some difficulties. But I tell you this: you can trust God. You can trust God because he is faithful. And you may today be saying, I don't understand. I don't want to understand why godly people are in the hospital and the godless are in the bars. Oh, because God's hoping they'll turn to him before the end, before it's too late. The Lord says, I have no pleasure in the wicked that he should die. I don't want the wicked to die and go to hell. I want him to get saved. And so, child of God, we may face some battles. He may think these battles are better for us than the good. But whatever God puts us through, let's be faithful to God. Let's stand true to God. Let's cling to our faith. Let's hold tightly to the faith once delivered to the saints. And let's determine that whatever battles come, God is going to be loved, and that we are believing that he does all things well. And then read your Bible. Read lots of Bible, because especially the book of Psalms if you're hurting, because there's a lot of burdens in this world, and this book has the answer for all of us. And I'll tell you, it's going to be a good day. We look forward to that day. Just think about the trumpet sounding and the believers being caught away, and then a horrible 7 years of tribulation, and just a tragic time, and millions of people dying, and billions of people dying. And you trusted Christ, and you'll be warm and fuzzy, in your heart. It'll be a place of beauty and joy. And and it's not by works of righteousness, but it's by his mercy he saves us. But just think how good it will be. And the people who aren't saved, they're going to have to deal with this world. They're going to go on into the tribulation. It's going to be terrible. And those are terrible, horrifying days. And you're a child of the King. You're a part of the bride of Christ. and you'll be caught up together with him. You'll meet him in the clouds, and you'll have that great privilege of speaking with the King and loving him and joining all of us in praise and worship. What a day that will be. So if today, by chance, you're looking at the wicked thinking, how come they get away with so much? They won't. They won't, I promise you. Politicians, people that are in business that are crooks, God will make everything right. He'll make every wrong right. You can trust him. I promise you, he's trustworthy.